Greetings, Earthlings! Today I'm back with a review of another omnidirectional dynamic microphone. So today we're looking at this guy, the Lewitt Interviewer, which as I mentioned is a dynamic omnidirectional microphone used for ENG or electronic news gathering. If you do want to pick this microphone up, it will set you back around $200. Like always, I'll throw some links down below. For this review, I have the microphone connected directly to the 2i2 2nd Gen with the input gain set at about 4 o'clock. I, of course, will not do any kind of post-processing, but I may boost it in post, so check the doobly-doo to see what I diddly did. Now let's talk about what comes in the box, and I am really rolling the dice here. First off, you'll get a very nicely padded carrying pouch. You'll get a microphone, a foam windscreen, a microphone flag for your branding, an XLR to 3.5mm adapter, and some documentation. As far as the build quality, this microphone feels absolutely excellent. It has an all-metal build quality with a very long handle, and it feels very sturdy, as you can tell because I'm banging my desk with it. It weighs in at 250 grams, and of course on the bottom you will find the XLR port. Then as far as the specifications, this thing has a frequency response of, who knows, because they don't list it, but they say that it is a linear frequency response. It has an omnidirectional polar pattern, a sensitivity of around negative 57.6 decibels, and an impedance of 235 ohms. Now I am going to go ahead and spin around the Lewitt Interviewer, and because it is omnidirectional, we should hear no change as we move around the microphone's capsule. But I will also go ahead and speak into the top of the microphone as well as rotate around to the side to show you how it sounds from this angle. And for good measure, I'll go ahead and speak into it from the bottom of the microphone, and you can tell that it still does pick up quite a bit of sound. Because this is a handheld interview microphone, I will go ahead and pass it back and forth between my hands to see how it does at rejecting handling noise. We will, of course, test the plosives as well, so please bring pizza pronto, please bring pizza pronto, please bring pizza pronto. Pretty good. Now I'm right on top of the microphone to demonstrate the non-existent proximity effect, which is what you should have expected because this is an omnidirectional microphone. Now I'm about 6 inches away from the top of the microphone, about 1 foot away from the top of the microphone, and now I've increased the gain on the interface to 100%, and I'm about 2.5 feet away from the microphone. Now here is an example of a real-world situation that you would be using this microphone, where it's maybe a foot away from your mouth, in between yourself and somebody you're interviewing, and this is how the audio sounds with the 2i2's gain set at 100%. Now in order to test this microphone in a real-world situation, I have some noise playing in the background. Not creepy at all. But this will give you an idea of how well it picks up the human voice over some background noise. And here is another test with some traffic noise playing in the background to demonstrate how well this microphone does at picking up human voice over ambient sounds going on around you. Right now, I'm speaking into the microphone without the provided foam windscreen, and this is how the audio sounds. And now I've thrown on the provided foam windscreen, and this is how it sounds. And you can tell that it dampens down a little bit of the higher frequencies, which I do tend to like. Okay, right now I have the Lewitt Interviewer connected directly to my Canon 70D, running an XLR to XLR cable, and then the XLR to 3.5mm adapter, with the gain on the camera set at 50%, and this is how the audio sounds. Right now I'm speaking into the Lewitt Interviewer about 5 or 6 inches away from my mouth, and this is how the audio sounds. Now I'm speaking into the Rode Reporter with the exact same settings at around the same distance, and this is how it compares. Now I'm speaking into the Movo HMM2 at the same distance with the exact same settings, and this is how it sounds. Now I'm speaking into the Electro Voice RE50B with the same settings at the same distance, and this is how it compares. And finally, I'm speaking into the Electro Voice 635A for comparison, and this is how it sounds. Okay. So, Of all the ENG microphones that I've reviewed so far, I actually think I like the sound of this one the best. First up, in terms of pros, this microphone has absolutely zero issues with plosives. It also offers a very clean and clear sound, and the build quality of this mic is absolutely excellent. But then in terms of cons, when it comes to handling noise, it does a decent job at rejecting it, but it wasn't the best of the ENG microphones I've tested, and when you listen to it, it is a little bit more focused in the mid frequencies, so it's a little bit more audible. And finally, what are my overall thoughts of this microphone? I will start by saying what I say for every ENG microphone that I review. Do not use this for music. It is not made for that, and it will likely sound terrible for it, so avoid this for music. But then when we look at this thing for electronic news gathering, I think that it has the cleanest and clearest tone of the microphones I've reviewed so far, while avoiding that honky mid-forward tone that some of those other microphones have. And for spoken word, I think it just sounds excellent, given the competition that's out there. And finally, would I recommend this microphone? Absolutely. Of all the ENG microphones I've reviewed so far, I honestly think that this is my favorite sounding, with the EV635A coming in a close second due to the similar tone but also the very small form factor of it. So if you're looking for a more modern tone in your ENG microphone for interviews out on this street, or if you're doing convention coverage, I think this thing is amazing sounding and a really great option. All right, that is going to do it for today. So if you found this video fun, interesting, or helpful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you hated it, give me a big old thumbs down. Want more videos? You can subscribe by clicking the logo down beneath me. Don't forget to hit that bell icon as well. Want to hang out in the Discord server? I'll throw a link in the description. And if you're still here, look at this box. That's the solution to Cheryl. Not going to say any more. I'll make a full video on it. I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. That's a spoiler for you. Bye.